eShop, 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 eShop. Shop.
Yep.
Not emails, eShop.
The world is E, Patrick.
It's been a while since we've looked at an eShop.
An eShop game. This is Fractured Soul. This is available on the eShop. We're just going to get right into it.
So this is a little bit old. This came out a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, this has been around a little bit.
Also does not have 3D, right?
This actually apparently was a DS game.
Okay.
Or what was in development for the DS. And then I guess maybe just release schedules or something convinced these guys to change it over to the 3DS, but they didn't.
Also maybe, oh shit, no one buys games on the DS
That might have
eShop.
that might have played a part. I don't know. Oop.
So
But yeah, no 3D on the top.
So how are these two screens interacting? You can control both these guys?
I hit the right shoulder.
Okay.
That happens. I hit the right shoulder again. That happens.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
So it's not like you have separate control over each of those. It's one guy and you're swapping between the two.
Yep. You can see, as I am demonstrating here.
Professional.
Totally the same.
Game player, Brett Shoemaker.
Yeah. So, hang on. Oop. I have a certain reputation that you may be aware of. That may or may not be deserved.
For being really good at video games.
Well, yeah.
In fact, could leave and just be right strategy guides if you wanted to.
In actual fact, what I'm really bad at is doing anything while people are watching me. But when I am legitimately bad at a game, I will happily cop to it.
And this is one of those?
I am not good at this game.
Well, what is it about this one?
Although I'm doing better than I expected here, because I've gotten deeper into the game than this. The way our capture kit is set up, I had to start over.
Well, just the way...
You can't move saves to a capture kit, so I just had to start a new game here. But I'm actually doing a lot better this time than I did the first time through here, but this game is a mindfuck, is what I'm trying to say.
Like you get confused over which character you're on?
Well, it's just that you can't be the slightest bit careless about what you're doing. Like if for 1 second you kind of forget to keep your eye on whichever character is active, you're dead. Like that's just all there is to it. You're gonna fall in a pit or get shot a bunch or something.
You got a life bar, right? So you
take
like
damage.
5 spots.
And it's pretty easy here. It definitely gets harder.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just have.
Okay.
I've had a really bad tendency to like not pay attention to which character is like alive. You know what I mean?
So if the character is inactive, he cannot get hurt.
Yeah, yeah. You're invincible. You can go through everything. Like
okay.
But knowing myself as I do, I've been pretty careless about not switching back and forth as rapidly as I should.
I think that's forgivable. This game, I can easily see how it would become pretty confusing.
You can kind of train yourself. Really, the key is just to, every time you hit the right shoulder, just force yourself to move your eyes to the other screen. When you do that, it's not that bad. In fact, I should have just kept my mouth shut because I'm doing way better here. Also played everything I've played of this game on the bus.
Right.
And I've decided recently that playing handheld games on the bus is just a bad idea in general.
Tough.
Yeah.
A lot of distractions on the bus.
What is that thing? Is that health? Well, it's not the distraction so much as the bumpiness. Maybe I'm riding shitty buses, but
you ride the 38?
That 38 in the morning is not friendly. Not friendly to doing well.
The dirty 8.
Yeah.
As they call it.
Sometimes I take one of the express buses if I get up early enough.
38X isn't that bad.
Well, yeah, it's one of the expresses is actually.
Like normal human beings take the express bus.
Yeah.
Like people that need to go to work.
Yep.
Degenerates ride the normal 38.
Never. The 38 I was on this morning broke down twice on the way to work.
Sure.
So.
What are the secrets? Like maybe those items?
If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets.
Well, you got one of them.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
So this is the early game. You played a little further on your own 3DS. Do the mechanics change?
They start adding
too much?
stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what we're gonna.
Is it just more to keep track of?
So the world I just got to. Oh, that guy's still alive.
Ah.
What's up, buddy? Man, I'm doing way better than I expected to here.
You're everything. Maybe what you just need to do is talk about the fact, like acknowledge that you're not any good, and then you'll mitigate it.
That really takes the pressure off, and then I stop worrying about what people think of me, and then I just get it done. Man, this is all right. It's a pretty good strategy. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay,
just like in real life.
It starts to get tougher here. It's when they start demanding a lot of good like timing. Oh god. Oh. Go. Okay.
This is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean it's a really demanding. Well, Jesus. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I was watching the bottom screen and not even thinking about having to change, and then you just run off a ledge. You can't be the slightest bit careless playing this. Is all I'm trying to say. Go.
I mean,
god damn it.
Because what they've really done is, rather than just having you swap on one screen between two and that you just are able to walk through things, they've moved that onto another screen.
Yeah.
So, which is what creates the complexity.
Right. Like, there's like
the confusion, I guess.
It's like it's a weird. Let me get through this and then I'll say it.
You can do it.
Okay. There we go. It's a weird, like, subconscious thing. You don't, most games don't force you to rapidly dart your eyes between two screens like this.
Or there is completely different, like there's a map on the other screen or inventory. Like we kind of become accustomed to that being the use of the second screen.
Like you really have to force yourself to keep track of what's going on both screens at all times.
Where these are like very similar, like the same game is playing out.
Yeah.
Same visuals, that was the brilliance of a game like Henry Hatsworth, where two different games were playing out on the two screens.
Right.
So there's no way to confuse the two. You got a platformer on the top and a puzzle game on the bottom.
Right.
These are just like, there's slight visual variants that determine why you should switch between the two.
Yeah.
Like I'm even finding it confusing. I'm just watching one and being like, how are you getting around?
Right.
It's a neat gameplay idea.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's wrapped in perhaps not the most visually pleasing aesthetic.
Yeah, I mean you can definitely see its legacy from the previous DS.
Even beyond that, it's just sort of generic sci-fi.
Yeah. Well, looking at the credits, it was a pretty small team that obviously had like one kernel of a good idea.
And it is a good idea.
Sort of went from there. Oh.
And at least this is a case of them trying to do something novel with the two screens as opposed to most developers just settling for,
let's throw a map on there.
Put a map on there, which sounded amazing when the machine was announced, and then it just turns out you don't use it that often.
Yeah, pretty much. So we probably won't get there, but you were asking about other mechanics. Basically in the second world, like the second kind of set of levels, and in that one, the top screen, you're underwater. So you basically can jump way higher and then kind of very slowly descend.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But it's the second you change to the bottom where you're not underwater, you get back to the standard kind of jump speed and stuff like that. So you use the top screen to like make bigger leaps basically to get over bigger gaps and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of the if you played Rochard, the low gravity mode in that game. Mm-hmm. Where you would, you could pretty much same thing. You would get a bigger jump and stuff when you held down the low grav button. So you're like kind of changing jump speed mid-jump and stuff like that.
Rochard, one of the many games that got totally boned by the PlayStation Network apocalypse.
Yeah, that game was really cool.
2011. They're working on a sequel. They put up like
that's awesome.
A pitch video, but then they canceled it.
Oh, wait.
Because they can't get funding for it.
Oh, that sucks. I really liked that game.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go back to that. It's on Steam and stuff now.
I played the Steam version. It's wait a minute. Oh, yeah, these guys are weird. You gotta kill them on both sides. Yeah, Rochard was one of the first games where I was like, all right, this is a PC game, but it's not. I think we're done here.
All right.
But it was one of the, like it was out on the PC, but it was like, all right, this is clearly a console-based platform.
Right.
I'm gonna put this out to my TV and grab a controller and play it like it was on PSN or something, except it looks way better.
The Fractured Soul Quick Look, in which we talk about Rochard.
Play Rochard and, I guess play Fractured Soul.
Do you know how much this is on the eShop?
I meant to look that up. I want to say it's $10.
That might be.
I think that's pushing it.
That might be pushing it.
Yeah.
That might be pushing it.
Well, anyway, I think you got the idea here.
Yeah, well, it's good. It looks good at least that you played far enough in your version to see how those mechanics fundamentally change.
Yep.
Because if it was just this, like, platforms and lasers,
Yep.
That might not be enough. But actually having gravity changes that are reflected on the two screens.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, it could get super elaborate by the end of the game with the water and stuff. Like I was saying, it's kind of ramping up.
Neat idea. If you're looking for something to play,
Yep.
this sounds like this could be be a worthwhile endeavor. $10 might be, if that is accurate, pushing a little bit.
A little bit, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Patrick.
Sure.